people who stop celebrating their birthday, not because they've grown bitter, but because they've grown aware. They don't hate attention, they just no longer find comfort in it. Carl Jung would say these are the souls who have shifted from becoming to simply being. Once, birthdays felt like proof that life was moving, that they were achieving, that time meant progress. But somewhere along the way, the candles stopped feeling warm. The noise began to echo. The meaning began to fade. Because when you start seeing yourself beyond age, you stop needing to measure it. For some, it's not just another day. It's the quiet realization that every day, every breath, was always sacred. The celebration just moved inward. People who treat their birthday like any other day often carry a strange kind of wisdom and a quiet kind of ache. Because for them, each birthday isn't about cake or company. It's a mirror, a silent confrontation between who they've been and who they've outgrown. Jung said the psyche doesn't celebrate time, it measures evolution. So on the day the world expects them to smile, they often go still. They sit with memories that don't post well. They replay choices, losses, faces that faded too soon. Not in sorrow, but in awareness. They don't need a party to remember they exist. They just need a moment to understand how many versions of themselves have already died, so this one could survive. That's not sadness. That's maturity. At some point, you stop wanting the spotlight and start watching the light itself. The self that once chased recognition now finds beauty in recognition itself. Of breath, of peace, of being here at all. Carl Jung believed that when consciousness deepens, the ego loosens its grip on performance. You stop needing others to notice you because you finally notice yourself. That's why people who no longer celebrate aren't empty. They're full of stillness, full of gratitude that doesn't need to be seen. Their joy is subtle, not in gifts, but in gentleness, not in noise, but in nuance. They don't need to blow out candles to make wishes. They've already learned. The brightest light is the one you keep burning quietly within. Every birthday carries a ghost, the ghost of who you were supposed to be. You remember the plans, the timelines, the expectations you quietly buried along the way. Jung said that growth always begins with loss, the loss of illusions, of identities, of innocence. So when the world tells you to celebrate, your soul often whispers something softer. Rest, reflect. You've already come far enough. People who see life deeply understand that every year is both a funeral and a rebirth. You're not just aging, you're shedding. That's why they smile differently now. Not wide, but wise. Not to perform joy, but to honor the pain that made it possible. Because sometimes the most honest celebration is a moment of silence. At a certain depth of awareness, time stops feeling linear. It starts feeling circular. Each year no longer feels like progress, but like remembrance. You're not moving forward, you're spiraling inward. Carl Jung said the mature soul doesn't live by clocks. It lives by cycles, by seasons of silence, by patterns of pain and renewal. That's why the ones who no longer celebrate their birthdays don't see it as rebellion. They see it as return. A quiet homecoming to the self that no longer needs milestones to know it's evolving. They've learned that life doesn't move by numbers. It breathes. And when you finally feel that breath, you stop counting. You start listening. Because every moment you're truly aware is a birthday in disguise. The older you get, inwardly, not outwardly, the less you want from the day. You stop hoping people remember. You stop checking your phone for messages. You stop expecting the world to validate your existence. Carl Jung called this stage psychological individuation. When your worth stops depending on reflection, you realize that the day isn't meant to celebrate you. It's meant to remind you you were never missing anything. People who no longer celebrate aren't detached from life. They're detached from performance. They don't need reminders they were born. They're too busy being awake. And that's the quiet liberation. When your joy no longer depends on others remembering you, but on you remembering yourself. As years pass, the most precious gifts stop coming in boxes. They come in silence, the stillness of an early morning, the sound of your own breathing, the peace of realizing you've survived versions of yourself you once thought would end you. Carl Jung wrote that the soul finds renewal not in excitement, but in integration, when everything you've been finally makes sense together. So maybe that's why they don't throw parties anymore. Because when you've learned to sit with your past, every day already feels like a homecoming. The ones who treat their birthday as just another day are often the ones who've mastered appreciation without ceremony. Their calm isn't emptiness, it's fulfillment, the quiet kind that doesn't need applause to exist. One day you'll wake up on your birthday and there will be no noise, no candles, no calls, no chaos, just you. And you'll smile, not because it's a special day, but because it's yours. You'll feel the same air you've always breathed, but somehow it will taste new. Carl Jung believed the soul celebrates not with noise, but with recognition. The moment you finally see yourself clearly after years of being blurred by the world. That's the true celebration. To be reborn in awareness. To feel grateful for existence without needing a reason. So, let the world keep counting years. You just keep collecting moments. Because the ones who treat their birthday as just another day have discovered something deeper. Every sunrise is a rebirth. Every breath is a candle. Every silence, a song. And that's not just another day. That's life itself. Finally seen.